The Battle of Kirina, the clash that forged an empire. Welcome to our journey into the heart of West Africa's 13th century, a period of dramatic political shifts, legendary figures, and the birth of one of the greatest civilizations in history, the Mali Empire. At the center of this transformation lies the Battle of Kirina, fought in 1235, a clash between two powerful leaders with vastly different visions. This was not just a war for dominance, it was a turning point that would set the foundation for centuries of cultural, economic, and educational prosperity. Today, we explore the remarkable story of this battle, the legends surrounding it, and the legacy that still resonates in African history. In the 13th century, West Africa was a dynamic and diverse region, rich in cultures, languages, and traditions. It was a period of fragmented kingdoms and tribal alliances, frequently clashing over resources and power. At the forefront of this landscape were the Soso Kingdom, ruled by the fearsome king Sumanguru Kante, and the small but resilient Mandinka people led by Sundiata Keita. The Soso Kingdom, under Sumanguru's iron-fisted rule, had risen to prominence through conquest. Sumanguru was an authoritarian leader who governed using military strength and fear, suppressing local leaders and threatening the autonomy of smaller tribes. His dominance, however, bred resentment in the region. This provided an opportunity for a leader like Sundiata Keita to emerge, someone with both the charisma and strategic vision to unite the fractured tribes of the region. On the other side, the Mandinka people were struggling to survive under Soso oppression. Exiled from his own kingdom of Kangaba, Sundiata Keita's rise from obscurity to leadership presented a beacon of hope for many disillusioned small states and clans. These conflicting powers were on a collision course that would culminate in the historic Battle of Kirina. The story of Sundiata Keita, often referred to as the Lion King, is steeped in legend and oral tradition passed down by West African griots. Born into the Mandinka royal family, Sundiata faced adversity from the very beginning. His physical disability as a child made him an unlikely candidate for leadership, and his exile by a rival faction within his own court seemed to seal his fate. Yet, Sundiata's determination and resilience would prove transformative. In exile, Sundiata built alliances with neighboring tribes, leveraging diplomacy and shared grievances against Sumanguru's rule. His reputation as a just and visionary leader grew, and over time, he united a coalition of tribes around the Mandinka cause. This newfound unity sparked a collective resistance against Soso tyranny, setting the stage for Sundiata's eventual return and military confrontation with Sumanguru. Sumanguru Kante, Sundiata's main adversary, was as feared as he was powerful. A skilled military tactician and warrior, Sumanguru expanded the Soso kingdom's territories through conquest, absorbing smaller states into his growing empire. However, his rule relied heavily on fear and suppression, creating a fragile foundation. Sumanguru's reign was not just marked by political dominance, but also by the mystique surrounding his supposed supernatural powers. Oral legends describe him as a sorcerer king who wielded magical abilities to ward off enemies. While these myths amplified his reputation, they also cast him as a villain in the eyes of many subjugated peoples. For Sundiata and his coalition, Sumanguru was not merely a political adversary, but a symbol of oppression that had to be dismantled. Before the battle, Sundiata's unification efforts played a critical role in rallying support. Historians and griots alike marvel at his ability to bring together disparate tribes with different cultures, languages, and beliefs. Sundiata framed the struggle not merely as a war against the Soso, but as a fight for liberation and a shared future of prosperity. By emphasizing values such as justice, autonomy, and mutual respect, Sundiata created a coalition that transcended traditional tribal rivalries. This level of unity was unprecedented in the region's history and proved instrumental in the events that followed. The momentum for rebellion had shifted, and Sundiata was ready to confront Sumanguru. The Battle of Kirina took place in 1235, in what is now modern-day Guinea. It was here that Sundiata's coalition and Sumanguru's forces clashed in one of the most significant military confrontations in African history. Though exact records of the battle's details are scarce, oral traditions and historical accounts provide a vivid narrative of the event. Sumanguru's army was well-armed, seasoned, and confident, buoyed by their leader's fearsome reputation. However, Sundiata's forces, though smaller and less experienced, were highly motivated and strategically astute under his command. Sundiata's ability to outmaneuver Sumanguru on the battlefield was a testament to his tactical brilliance. Oral legends weave mythical elements into the conflict, claiming that Sundiata used a specially forged arrow to exploit Sumanguru's one weakness, a moment that tipped the scales of victory. Whether fact or embellishment, the result was clear. The Soso army was overwhelmed, and Sumanguru fled, never to return. The victory at Kirina marked the end of Soso dominance and the beginning of a new era for the region. Sundiata Keita returned to Kangaba as a conqueror and visionary leader. Soon after, he was proclaimed Mansa, or king, of the newly formed Mali Empire. This empire would grow to encompass vast territories, from the Atlantic coast to modern-day Niger, and become a center of trade, culture, and education. Sundiata established a government based on alliances with the peoples he had united. Rather than ruling through fear, he fostered cooperation, bringing stability and prosperity to the region. His leadership transformed the Mali Empire into a beacon of wealth and innovation in West Africa. Under Sundiata's successors, the Mali Empire reached its zenith, becoming one of the wealthiest and most advanced civilizations of its time. Notably, the empire's mastery of trade across the Sahara allowed it to control the flow of gold and salt, commodities critical to medieval economies. Cities like Timbuktu and Jenne flourished as centers of learning, attracting scholars from across the Islamic world and beyond. The Mali Empire's contributions to culture and governance were equally significant. Sundiata's efforts to preserve oral tradition ensured that the values of his rule were passed down through generations. He laid the foundation for institutions that promoted community development and justice, many of which endured long after the empire itself faded. Sundiata Keita's story, immortalized in the Epic of Sundiata, remains one of the most significant oral traditions in African history. Griots, the custodians of history in West African culture, have recounted his life for centuries, blending fact with myth. The epic captures not only the events of the Battle of Kirina, but also the ideals of resilience, leadership, and unity that Sundiata embodied. While historians continue to debate the details of his life, Sundiata's legacy is undeniable. His story is both a historical narrative and a cultural symbol, a reminder of the transformative power of leadership grounded in justice and cooperation. The Battle of Kirina stands out as more than just a military conflict. It symbolizes the triumph of unity over division, resilience in the face of adversity, and the emergence of a vibrant civilization. Sundiata's leadership reshaped West Africa, inspiring generations to value collaboration and cultural awareness. This moment in history also underscores the importance of preserving oral traditions. While written records from the period are scarce, the griots' storytelling has ensured that the lessons of Kirina endure. For history enthusiasts, the battle offers valuable insights into the complexity and richness of African history, challenging Eurocentric narratives that have dominated historical discourse for centuries. Even today, the story of Sundiata and the Battle of Kirina offers timeless lessons. It serves as a reminder of how unity and shared purpose can overcome even the greatest challenges. Sundiata's leadership, built on diplomacy, vision, and inclusivity, resonates in a world still grappling with division and inequality. In addition, the preservation of Sundiata's story through oral history speaks to the power of cultural storytelling in keeping history alive. It invites us to explore beyond written records and embrace diverse forms of historical preservation. The Battle of Kirina was more than just a turning point in West African history. It was the beginning of a legacy that continues to inspire. Sundiata Keita, through his vision and determination, built the Mali Empire on a foundation of unity and prosperity that resonates to this day. His story teaches us about the enduring power of resilience, the importance of cultural identity, and the transformative potential of leadership. As we reflect on the battle and its far-reaching consequences, we are reminded of the rich tapestry of African history, a history that deserves celebration and awareness. Let the story of Kirina ignite your curiosity and your appreciation for the profound cultural and historical significance of events that shaped our world.